you, as some of our viewers may or may not know, you are going to be running for Congress in the 12th district against Rush Holt. Rush Holt, correct me if I'm wrong, he masqueraded a bit as a moderate when he first went to Congress. Bit of a Democrat golden boy, but since he's governed as anything but a moderate. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about precisely why you want to run for Congress, and when you get there, because we know you will, what are some of the key things that Congressman Halfacre would want to tackle once he hit the street down there at the Capitol?
I already touched on it a little bit. We're in a bad way. The United States of America is becoming New Jersey magnified. All the things that Corzine and Cody and McGreevey and the others, the cabal, I call them, the Trenton, Camden, Trenton, Hudson County cabal, all the things that they've implemented over the past 8 years have brought New Jersey to the brink of economic disaster. And now we see Washington, D.C., with the assistance of a guy like Rush Holt, recreating all the massive mistakes that New Jersey has made. You think about, Governor Corzine's been talking about universal health care for years. Universal preschool, universal this, universal that. All this is being magnified in Washington to try and take over the country. And that's why I'm running. That's not good. I'm a market-based guy, and I'm not ashamed to say it. The United States of America was built based on a free market, and that's where we have to get back to. As far as after I'm in Washington, you know what? 16 months from now, when I'm in Washington, D.C., there's going to have to be some political triage performed. We are going to need, and I'm assuming when I say we, the Republicans are going to take back a significant number of seats in 2010. But we are going to need to perform triage on our country. We have to immediately work to undo the most significant damage that's being done right now. That's what triage is. It's an old French term. If you ever watch MASH, first thing you do is you take the ones you can't save, you put in one corner. The ones that don't need saving right now, you put in another corner. And then the ones that you have to work on immediately in order to save, well, that's what you work on immediately. And that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to prioritize. I mean, we don't know where we're going to be on this cap and trade fiasco or on the universal health care fiasco. But wherever we are, those are the things we have to undo, because those are things that are going to affect our economy and our global competitiveness far into the future. And what works is loosening the restrictions that our government is putting on us, is creating greater freedom for businesses, excuse me, reducing our tax burden. The traditional Republican smaller government, lower taxes, strong national defense. Those are the things that we need to concentrate on. And it's not a matter of, it's like I said earlier, we're a party of principles. Those principles should be consistent and should carry us through no matter who we're having the conversation with, because frankly, all of the evidence supports those principles. There is not a single study or of any repute that shows that bigger and bigger and bigger government and bigger debt works. That's all we have to explain to people is, what works. Historically, everything is on our side. It's a matter of education. When I talk to people about Rush Holt, one of the things that they say that I get all the time is, oh, he's such a nice guy. Well, yeah, that's like saying our president is a wonderful speaker. That's not getting the job done. Nice guy or not, he's on the wrong side of issues. And that's what we have to concentrate on, is what's their record. And Rush Holt's record, he has managed to become one of the most liberal members of a very liberal Congress. And that's what we have to tell people. When his record is exposed, and it's becoming exposed now, frankly, that he can't help himself in this atmosphere. He can't help himself. When his record is exposed for what it is, it's a winner. I mean, it's just a flat out winner for Republicans.
For all the Save Jerseyans out there, whether they're in your district or not, listening to this interview, what can they do now to begin to help you in your effort to unseat Rush Holt and try to bring a little bit of fiscal sanity back to D.C.?
Well, the easy answer is send me money. But realistically, for anyone out there that knows someone that lives in the 12th district or lives in the 12th district themselves, start telling people about Rush Holt. Rush Holt is a guy that has voted for every bailout, every tax increase, every cash for clunkers gimmick, everything. And you got to tell people that, because most people don't like that. And when they realize that this guy, my rocket scientist congressman, is, might be great in a lab, but frankly he's not so good, in the economics classroom. Once people figure that out, then the job is done for us. And that's what people have to realize is, take a look at this guy and figure out exactly, what he stands for. And he doesn't stand for anything remotely resembling what the 12th district stands for. But of course, I also encourage everybody to go to MikeHalfacre.com and check out where I stand on some things, watch some of the videos, and if possible, make a donation, because getting our message out, it's a sad commentary on where we are politically, but getting our message out it requires financing. And Rush Holt's got money in the bank, and as soon as he realizes he's threatened, he's going to make a call to MoveOn.org. He's tight. He's gotten money from MoveOn in the past. He's gotten money from Nancy Pelosi in the past. He's gotten money from John Murtha in the past. As soon as he realizes he's threatened, and he already does realize that, by the way, his behavior shows that. But as soon as he wants to raise money, he'll raise a small fortune because he can, because he has that big money liberalism. Those folks are behind him. So I need to be able to confront that and combat that.
I encourage everybody listening to go to MikeHalfacre.com. But Mr. Mayor, of course, we wish you all the best in your run for Congress. Obviously anything that we and our readership at Save Jersey here can do to help you, we hope you check back in often and keep us apprised of how things are going out there on the campaign trail.
All right. Well, I appreciate that, Matt.